Weather and Climate Part 2. Children, in our last class I have described you about weather and climate, the difference between weather and climate. Today we are going to study about some more about weather and climate. You know children, what are the difference between weather and climate? Weather can change within a few minutes or hours. Climate takes very long time to change. Weather can change within a few minutes or hours. Means that it is not necessary if morning is rainy, then afternoon also the same weather will be. Afternoon also it will rain. It is not necessary. So that is the change of weather. That is change of weather. Afternoon it may be hot also. So morning it was raining, the weather was rainy, and afternoon it was sunny. Okay, so that is the change of weather. Whereas climate takes very long time to change. Climate take very long time to change. In other words, weather is the day-to-day state of the atmosphere, while climate is the long-term state of the atmosphere. Okay, so I hope that weather and climate concept is clear to you. Next, you have to study about factors that affect the climate of a place. What are the factors that affect the climate of the place? So, the factors which affect the climate of the place are distance from the equator, altitude, distance from the sea, direction of winds, humidity and rainfall. These are the various factors that affect the climate of a place. Affect the climate of a place means because of due to these facts the climate of the place changes. Okay, now we are going to study about these factors one by one. This is distance from the equator. Distance from the equator. It is one of the most important factor affecting the climate of the place. The place on the equator. You can see here equator, no children? So here is your equator. So the place from the equator or close to it receive direct sun rays. The place on the equator, so the place located on this area where the direct sun rays is passing. Okay, so these places are hot. These places are hot because they are getting direct sun rays from the sun. And the place which is far from the sun, far from the sun and far from the equator, far from the equator, these places, so their sun rays is slanting, their sun rays is slanting, so these areas are cold. Okay, so that is the main factor which affect the climate of the place. Now next, here you can see that sun rays passing to the area which are near the equator, so all that place are very hot, whereas this place is cold. See children, this place is your equator and here that are getting direct sun rays. So all these places which are located near the equator, these are very hot, whereas that north pole and the south pole, there they are getting slanting sun rays. So these places are cold. That places are said to be freeze zone. Okay, that I will explain you now. Now next is altitude. Another factor which affect the climate of the place is altitude. Altitude is the height of the place above the sea level. It is the height of the place above the sea level. So height of the place above the sea level such as mountains and all. Okay. This is because of the temperature decreases as the altitude increases. Temperature decreases as the altitude increases. So you can see this area, this is height. So height is increasing. So what happens when height increases? Temperature decreases. Temperature goes down. Okay. So it is affecting your climate. Next, distance from the sea. Distance from the sea. Distance from the sea, the water bodies close to land affect the temperature of place, such as sea, river, ponds. During the day, the land gets heated up, whereas water bodies comparatively cooler. During the day, the land gets heated up. This you can see here. This is the sea breeze. So what happened during that day? The land gets heated up. The land, this is the land area, it gets heated because of the sun rays. Okay, the cool wind from the sea blows. The cool wind, here you can see cool breeze. So this cool breeze blows towards the land and cools it, because land gets heated fast, but water is not getting heated fast because of the sun. So the cool breeze, the what happened, the cool breeze blows towards the land and cools it. So the area which is coastal areas which are near the seas, so it gets cool. At night the land, or you can see, at night the land loses its heat while the water bodies remains warm. At night what happens? This is the land, it loses its heat because sun is not there. So it loses its heat and water bodies remains warm, causing the cool wind blows towards the sea. So cool winds, see, from that land cool winds blows towards the sea. This circulation of land breeze and sea breeze continue in summer as well as in winter. That is the reason why the areas which are near the seas, coastal areas, have the moderate temperature. Moderate temperature means it is neither very hot nor very cold. So the coastal areas are like in India, Kerala is there, Mumbai is there, Kolkata is there, which are located near the sea. So their temperature is neither very hot nor very cold. Even they are not wearing sweaters. The people who are living in that area, they are not using sweaters. Is it clear? Now next I have to explain you about the wind. How wind is affecting our this climate. Wind brings the weather of the place from where they come. Winds brings the weather of the place from where they come. That's winds blows from the different areas. Okay, winds that blows from hot regions increase the temperature of place where they reach. Winds that blow, here you can see an example, winds that blows from the hot regions increase the temperature of place where they reach. Like here you can see this Rajasthan. Rajasthan is hot region, okay, and the wind blows to these areas. So all this way, because Rajasthan is hot region, it is the desert area, and winds blows to this direction, so that areas also gets hot. That areas are also hot because of the hot wind blows. Because of the hot wind blows. While those that blow from cold regions, when wind blows from these regions are cold regions. So when wind blows from the cold regions, decrease the temperature. So the area of these regions get decreased. Okay, that temperature gets decreased. For example, Delhi is hot in summer. Why Delhi is hot in summer? Due to the dry hot winds that blows from Rajasthan, because hot winds blows from Rajasthan. In winter, cold winds from the Himalaya. This is Himalaya, no? So in winter, cold winds from the Himalaya blows towards Delhi. So in winter, Delhi is very cold. Winds that blows from the sea make the coastal areas cool and moist. Winds that blows from the sea, the winds which blows make the coastal areas cool and moist. Sometimes winds brings clouds with them. and cause rainfall. Sometimes what happens, that winds, because of the blow of wind, it brings clouds and with them and cause rainfall. Next, I had to explain you about humidity and rainfall. Humidity and rainfall, how it is affecting our climate. Moisture or water vapor present in the air is called humidity. The moisture, you can see here moisture that present as a water vapor present in the air is called humidity. Humid air causes rainfall. Due to that air is humid, it causes rainfall because vapor is there. Places near the equator are hot and humid. Hence, these places receive plenty of rainfall. Places near the equator are very hot and humid, so that they receive plenty of rainfall. They receive more rainfall. Rainfall is more in that areas. Air over desert does not have moisture. The area which are near the deserts, they don't have moisture. So these places receive very little or no rainfall. For example, Rajasthan. Okay. Very cold places experience slow fall. Very cold places means like Himalaya. Okay. And Srinagar. So the amount of rainfall, whatever very cold places experience snowfall. There snowfall is there. Okay. The amount of rainfall and the season when it falls also influence the climate of a place. So because of the high rainfall, heavy rainfall, and the season when it falls, in which season that heavy rainfall falls, it affects the climate. How it affects? Because of the heavy rainfall, the climate gets cooler. Okay, here also you can see, even when sometimes heavy rain falls, then you all are feeling cold, no? That's why. Clear? Now next we have to study about major temperature zones. Major temperature zones. We can divide the earth into 3 major temperature zones on the basis of the difference in their temperature, because on the earth different temperature is there, no? So we have divided this on the basis of the temperature, the earth in 3 major temperature zones. On the basis of difference in their temperature, the temperature zones are also called the heat zone. Temperature zones are also called the heat zones. The 3 temperature zones are torrid zone, temperate zone, freeze zone. Tell me the name of 3 temperature zones: torrid zone, temperate zone, freeze zone. Now we are going to study about these zones one by one. Torrid zone. Here you can see, children, where is torrid zone? Torrid zone is this. Okay, this is tropics, where is written tropics, that is also said to be torrid zone. On both sides of equator, this place, this whole area which is in red color, that is torrid zone, and equator is here. Between the Tropic of Cancer in north and Tropic of Capricorn. Here is Tropic of Cancer and here is Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, so it is between Tropic of Cancer. This is North Pole, so this is Tropic of Cancer north and Tropic of Capricorn in south, because that is in South Pole. So the area which is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, this area is torrid zone. Clear? And that is also called as heat zone. That is also called as tropical zone. Tropical zone, tropics is written, no? That means tropical zone. The climate over the torrid zone is hot and humid throughout the year. Why it is hot and humid? You know very well, as the sun rays falls directly to these zones. Now you have to study about temperate zone. Temperate zone. Here, see children, yellow color, you can find these temperate zones. So there are 2 temperate zones. It lies between the torrid zone and freeze zone. This cold, this is freeze zone. So temperate zone lies between the temperate zone lies between the torrid zone. This tropics is written, that is your torrid zone. and this is freeze zone. So it is between this freeze zone and torrid zone. Okay, this is torrid zone and this is freeze zone. So it lies between these two. Thus, two temperate zones are found on the earth. Two temperate zones. Which are the two temperate zones? One is in North Pole and one is in South Pole. In the northern hemisphere, this is Chile. This area, half of this is northern hemisphere. So in the northern hemisphere, the temperate zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle. Where is Arctic Circle? Do you know where is Arctic Circle? Here, where this code is written. Okay, this is your Arctic Circle. This circle is the Arctic Circle. Okay, so what I have told, that in the southern hemisphere, this zone lies between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. You in northern hemisphere, this is the northern hemisphere. It lies between Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle, and in southern hemisphere, this is southern hemisphere. It lies between the Tropic of Capricorn. Here is Tropic of Capricorn, and this is Antarctic. This is Antarctic Circle. This temperate zone is also called the South Temperate Zone. These zones are neither very hot nor very cold, as they are away from the equator. They are away, far from the equator. So they are not very cold and not very hot, as well as from the poles. Okay, and they are not very cold because they are away from the North Pole and South Pole also. Clear? Now last we have to study about freeze zone. This zone where cold is written, polar zone, that is freeze zone. Okay, like the temperate zones, two freeze zones are found on the earth. One is on the North Pole and one is on the South Pole. The North freeze zone lies between the Arctic Circle. This circle, this is your Arctic Circle. Okay, and North Pole lies between the Arctic Circle. These zones receive slanting rays of the sun. Here is your sun and they are getting slanting rays. These zones, so they remain very cold through the year. Here somewhere Greenland is located. Okay, so it is cold throughout the year. I will show you. Okay, so these zones receive slanting rays of the sun. They remain very cold throughout the year. And here you can see slanting rays of the sun. This zone Arctic, and this is Arctic Circle. Okay, and this is Antarctic. This is Antarctic Circle. So they are slanting rays are there, so they are freeze zone, and they are also said to be polar zone. Okay, and they remain cold throughout the year. You can see here in the map also, this is Greenland lies in the freeze zone. It is near the Arctic Circle, and here on the map you can see where the Greenland is there. So they remain cold throughout the year. Whole year they are cold with the snow. Okay, so here your lesson is over. I am giving you PDF also. Complete your work and try to submit your copies in the school on 19th. Okay children, so here our lesson is over. Thank you.